Hello, welcome back to my channel. I have not made a YouTube video in a really long time, and this one is probably just going to be a one-off video. So yeah, I don't see myself uploading on any kind of a regular schedule, but this video is very exciting because my partner and I just bought our first ever house. So obviously I had to build it in The Sims because that's what I do, and also because it was a very good visualization tool to try to figure out if there's any rooms we want to paint or like where we're going to put our furniture and stuff. So I have already done this. I basically was doing it the day we were putting the offer on the house. And so I thought, since it's already built, we just had a few friends and family who were asking about the house. So I thought giving you a little Sims tour of the house, while it's not the real house tour, is sort of a good way to kind of visualize the space and what it looks like. So yeah, without further ado, I will switch on over now to the house tour. Enjoy. Okay, so this is the house. So this is what it looks like in the front. It has a nice big deck on the front, and the fence on this side is tall like this. It doesn't look exactly like that. This is just the only one that was the right height that I could find in the game. So yeah, there's a tall fence on this side to give us some privacy from the neighbors, and then just like regular fencing in the front, and there's kind of a built-in garden box here in the front as well. And it's on kind of like a double wide lot, so we have a lot of yard on the side, which is really awesome. So we'll start heading on into the house. So when you first walk in, there's kind of a hallway. There are like pegs on the wall like this to hang your coats. There is also sort of like a built-in shelving unit on this wall that I'm hoping they're gonna leave, where you can put like shoes and stuff, so that's really convenient. And then we can put like sunglasses and keys and stuff on top of that. In The Sims, obviously I was a bit limited in like how wide a tile is, so if I put shelving here it would block the store. And kind of a funny thing is there are two doors in the entryway here. So there's kind of a French door going into the living room, and then this door goes straight into the little sunroom area. So if we head in through into the living room, I'll zoom out a little bit here. So this is kind of the first space you walk into. So yeah, it's kind of like an open concept living room into the dining room area. The doorway into the dining room is actually more of an arched doorway, like it has a bit of a curve to it. But in The Sims, just to get one that was wide enough, this was the only one I could find that worked. But yeah, in real life, it's a little bit curved. So this is our living room space, sorry. And then this area up front here is a sunroom, and it has these beautiful beams. And then the ceiling is like just like this. It's like all the way up kind of to the roof, so it's got like a high ceiling in this area. And there is a hook right now on the middle beam where we're going to hang a light fixture that we already have in our bedroom at our current place in that spot. And then under the window, there's a built-in window seat, which is wood, and it has storage built in. And then we're gonna make some cushions to put on top of it, but right now they just have like pillows and stuff. And then we'll have like one of our shelving units here with like board games and books and stuff. So the furniture that I used here is based on our real furniture, just so we could get kind of an idea of what we can use of what we already have, and if there's anything that won't fit in the new house, then we can get rid of it before we move. So it's not obviously perfect representation, like this isn't exactly what our furniture looks like, but it's pretty close. And same with the art on the walls. We have a lot of art, and it's kind of like, obviously The Sims doesn't have the art that we have, so I just tried to put like colorful art kind of all over the place just to get an idea. And I still don't know in real life like where we're going to hang different pieces and stuff. So I just wanted to kind of represent how much art we have without actually necessarily being able to put the right art. So this is the dining room. There is a wood stove, which is very exciting. We're very excited about that. There, in real life, there's tile behind the wood stove. I just couldn't find a wall that had tile that then still matched the rest of the room. So it's kind of like a backsplash almost, if you can imagine that, like just behind the wood stove for obviously like safety reasons and stuff. And then the light fixture that I have hanging here, this is not what the light fixture currently looks like. And actually The Sims has a pretty much exact replica of what is there, which I had in the house initially. But one of the things I do want to do when we move in is potentially change this light fixture. So this, putting this one here, this is a CC light fixture in case you're wondering. It's kind of like manifesting because I don't currently have a light fixture to go in this spot. And for the meantime, we'll probably just keep the one that is there. But I would like to get something with a little bit more character to put there. So that's what that represents. And then our table is a little bit longer than this one. And I do have one in The Sims that is probably more accurate. But then when I had it for gameplay in The Sims, they weren't able to walk around the table. So I'm hoping that in real life our table is going to fit. If not, we might have to switch it out for a different table, or just orient it differently. But we do have a little bar cart like this with plants on it right now. It's in the living room in our current place, but I think this little bay window would be such a good place for plants at the new house. So that's why I've put that there. So that's the dining room. I will also show you, just because I kind of skipped it, this room at the front is one of the bedrooms. So we're thinking this is going to be my partner's office. So you can kind of see how that's laid out here. There's a desk with his computer. There's a window here where he can get some natural light and look out. These floating shelves in the corner, the house currently has those floating shelves in that spot, and I think they're leaving all the shelving when they move, so I think those will be there. Also, a lot of the rooms have ceiling fans, so I put ceiling fans in the game. And then this is a shelf that we have something very similar in real life in Alex's office right now, so that's why I have that there. And then he has a piece of art that has a bike on it, so that's why I hung that there. And then there's a little closet here in the corner, and he has a corkboard in his office. Obviously, he's not an interior designer, so it doesn't have the same stuff on it, but he's got a corkboard with things on it in his office. So if we go through the dining room, this house has kind of a funny layout, but I love it. It's almost like a little circle. So if you go through this door here out of the dining room, there's a little nook where they have stacked laundry, and up above there's shelving where you can store like laundry detergent and stuff. So I'm very excited about this because we live in an apartment currently and we do not have our own laundry. So we're very excited to have that. And then if you go through this door, then this is the main bathroom on the main floor. So it has a tub and shower. It's been renovated fairly recently, so it's all very modern, black accents, and very nice. And then if you go through this door, this little room is currently a bedroom, but I think this is going to be my office / craft room space. And the walls are this color, and it does have this beadboard. So I tried to kind of represent the furniture that I have to see what I want to bring with me to the new house. And then there's a closet in that corner, just a little closet, and ceiling fan again in this room. And then I said it's kind of like a circle. So if you go through this door, this brings you into the kitchen, which is quite small. It's a galley style kitchen, but it has a long stretch of counter space on this side here where the sink is, so that's very awesome. And it does have a dishwasher. The dishwasher just barely fits. Well, it doesn't really fit. It kind of stakes out a little bit, but it's functional, and we don't currently have a dishwasher, so we're very excited about that also. The tile in real life is actually cuter than this tile. It has little like flower tiles every couple spots, but I just couldn't find anything in the game that was too similar. And then they have a little butcher block like bar cart kind of beside the stove, so if they take that with them, we'll have to get something kind of similar to put in that spot, because it's a great spot to have a little bit of extra counter space. Yeah, and the cabinets are pretty similar to this. Beside the stove, there's also a built-in, or not built-in, but there's a shelf for a microwave, so that's nice because we won't have to have that out on the counter. And then this cabinet on the wall is like a little spice cabinet, and that's there already. Yeah, so then if you come through this way, this is back to the dining room, so you can kind of see how you can kind of walk around this whole area in like a full circle in either direction. And there's 2 doors into the bathroom, which is kind of funny because we'll have to always like make sure we knock when we go in there. But yeah, so that's the main floor. And then this door goes through to the stairway down to the basement, and there is shelving above the stairs. The reason there's a door there, that's the closet door in my office. I had to remove the back of the closet wall to put the stairs where they are in real life, just because The Sims is kind of annoying about stuff like that. I will show you the basement in a second, just because we have to change cameras to go down there. So for now, I'll take you out to the backyard. So there's a little deck in the backyard as well. And then we have a little garage. We need to redo the roof on the garage, but the roofing on the house is in good shape, which is awesome. And then there's stairs, and there's a fence here, fence all the way around the yard, which is awesome. And then there is a fire pit currently built in. It's like kind of more of a square, and it's made of brick. And then there's a little shed, like garden shed here. And then they have these like raised garden planters boxes. So I had to stack 2 Sims ones on top of each other to kind of make them the right height, but that's what they look like. There's 2 of them beside each other. And when we were there doing the home inspection, I realized that there's strawberries growing already in this far end of this one, which is very exciting. Yeah, so I'm just gonna switch cameras now and I'll show you the basement. But that's the yard and the main floor of the house. Okay. So when you come down the stairs, there's kind of a landing area here. We do think we're going to have some kind of storage down here for like things that we currently have in our downstairs storage room, like camping stuff and stuff like that. If there's room in the garden shed or the garage, we might put that stuff out there, but we'll probably have some kinds of like stored basement storage items. This here in The Sims, I have it as a closet, but in real life, it's kind of like built-in. It's built-in storage, basically. There's like doors along it and shelves on the inside where you can store stuff. So we might be able to get away without having this shelving here if we can store everything in there, but we'll have to see. And then through here is the basement bathroom, and it looks like someone is using the bathroom. Yeah, my Sim is having a shower. But yeah, basically just like shower, sink, toilet, standard bathroom, but nice to have 2. Yeah, and that's our downstairs one. And then through here is the room that we're probably going to use as our bedroom. So it is in the basement, but it has an egress window. And these shelving units here, I'm hoping that if the ceilings are high enough that I can get some kind of like IKEA PAX dress closets, because there aren't any closets in this room right now. So we have dressers, but for like hanging clothes and stuff, we'd like something like that. So obviously if a PAX is too tall, we might have to look at other options, but something like that, some kind of like freestanding closet. And there is a beam in the middle of the room, which makes this room kind of an awkward space. But basically there's kind of a little jet out over here, which is like under the stairs, where we might have room to fit one of our dressers. We'll have to measure it obviously and see. And then that's kind of what Alex's dresser looks like now, and then that's more what mine looks like. It doesn't look exactly like that, but similar. And then I'm thinking we'll put our bed over here along this wall. So this little bump out is underneath the bay window that's upstairs, so it follows the same shape as that bay window. And that little window kind of on that wall is the door behind which is our power panel, like our, where you flip the breakers and stuff. And then also it peeks into the crawl space under the front of the house. So yeah. And then this door, while it looks like a closet in The Sims, is not a closet, unfortunately. In real life, this is where all our important stuff is, which I don't have the For Rent expansion pack, so I don't have water heaters and furnaces and stuff, but this little space is where all of that is in our house. So yeah, the typical stuff that every basement has and needs to have, that's all in that space. So they finished the basement, which is really nice because it gives us this option of a bit of a bigger bedroom in the basement. The 2 rooms upstairs, the current owners are using that front room as their bedroom, and they have a double bed in there, but it just barely fits. So I'm thinking that this basement bedroom will just like have a bit more space for us to have like side tables and be able to move around in our bedroom a little bit more. So that's the way we're thinking of laying it out right now. So yeah, basically that's the house. Yeah, I hope you like this video tour. I hope it kind of gives you a better idea of what the house is going to be like. Yeah, and I am very excited. Obviously, I realize no one else is as excited as me and Alex are, but yeah, we're very excited. It's our first home, and we feel like it's going to be a good place for us. So yeah, thanks for watching.